Hey everybody, Sakshi Zion here, coming today with video 2 in our brand new video series, The Millionaire from Nazareth. We are reading from this book by Catherine Ponder, the prosperity teachings of Jesus Christ. The Millionaire from Nazareth, his prosperity teachings for you. I discussed on the first video how for almost 2,000 years, Christianity has been opposed to prosperity, has taught the world that it is pious to be poor, when in actuality, early Christianity was very prosperous, and hidden within Jesus' teachings, hidden within his parables, hidden within his miracles, our prosperity teachings, our prosperity secrets. So the first video that we did, we covered some of this initial stuff about how the early church was very prosperous, how certain beliefs came in around the Middle Ages which shifted things and has been perpetuated, and to this day most Christians and most of the world has been conditioned to believe in lack, has been conditioned to believe that they don't deserve to be abundant or wealthy, or that it's wrong to be rich, or it's materialistic, or it's vain to be rich, when actually when you have more money, when you have more prosperity both within and without, you can serve more people, you can help more people, you can sponsor that charity, you can fund a project for yourself or your friends or your family, you can feed more people, you can create that book, create that album, create that whatever it is that you're passionate about, your dream. So we're gonna get right back into this book right where we left off and challenge these beliefs that we've been conditioned to believe, and have a paradigm shift, because we are meant to be prosperous. It is our divine birthright to be wealthy, healthy, happy, and full of the spirit of joy. So let's get right back into it. We spoke about the gospel meaning good news, and how the good news is that there's gold in the gospel for you. We spoke about Jesus' wealth, and today we're going to go right into the golden results obtained by others. Here are some of the golden results obtained by all levels of life by those who have studied and applied the prosperity teachings of that millionaire from Nazareth. A businessman from Pennsylvania got out of debt and prospered. A California businessman went from doing business out of the back of a pickup truck in a poverty-stricken area to a millionaire clientele in a prosperous area known as the playground of the rich. Peace and harmony were restored in the previously chaotic business office for a worker in California. A man in New York who has been in a wheelchair for 9 months got up out of it and walked again. An out-of-work college professor in Texas was shown how to develop his real estate holdings into a mobile home park, and to live handsomely in the process. He was even able to build and pay cash for his own beautiful home. A housewife in New York was shown how to avoid an operation and obtain healing. Another housewife was able to transform her rocky marriage into a happy one. A businesswoman in Nevada became a successful union negotiator, and her income grew 10 times what it had been. At a time when he had no native currency left for a required travel tax, a member of the Hollywood film industry was shown how to leave East Africa anyway. A widow with a severe heart condition and no funds or family to help her was able to regain her health and become a successful dress designer. Still, another housewife was shown how to overcome her painful arthritis and to lead a happy, normal life again. A discouraged businessman in Maryland was shown how to turn his life around after going through the heartbreak of divorce. A retired businessman in the state of Washington was shown how to come out of retirement and establish his new business at the age of 62. A businessman in Utah was able to turn a former sorrow into a blessing. And so it goes. As related throughout the pages of this book, the list of the varied results one can obtain through applying the prosperity teachings of Jesus seems endless. The promise of inevitable prosperity. People are down on what they are not up on. It is unfortunate that traditional religion has long been inclined to put down prosperity from the pulpit. Religious leaders have often told their followers in one breath that it was a sin to be rich and quite spiritual to be poor. Yet, in the next breath, they did not hesitate to financially burden their followers by calling for an increased offerings to be taken for expensive building programs, expanded missionary outreaches, and other undertakings of financial significance. Ministers in traditional religious circles have often declared that Jesus was poor, and that in some strange way his true followers should also be poor too. Yet, the churches and cathedrals of the past have often stood as monuments of prosperity and untaxed wealth. No wonder so many people have been turned off by such a contradictory point of view. No such contradictory point of view existed in the Bible. The idea of material prosperity as a reward to the faithful was a common teaching in the Old Testament. It was pointed out often that should Israel forget God as the giver of all life's blessings, the Hebrews would perish. But if Israel were faithful, there would be no poor. A righteous and God-revering people meant a healthy and prosperous people. Loyalty to Jehovah would bring inevitable prosperity. In the New Testament, Jesus gave many successful formulas. Perhaps his most famous is found in these words: "The kingdom of God is within you." Luke 17:21. He then told his followers to seek first this inner kingdom and the right use of it, and all these things shall be added. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Matthew 6:33 and Luke 12:31 and 32. Here he was again reiterating the Old Testament belief that loyalty to Jehovah would bring inevitable prosperity. Through his many prosperity miracles and parables, Jesus pointed out simple ways to employ the right use of inner kingdom and God within man, both in attitudes and in actions, thereby bringing prosperity and success. The early chapters of this book clarify some of Jesus's most famous sayings about wealth versus poverty, which have so often been grossly misunderstood. Because of this lack of understanding, these fine teachings have erroneously added to the poverty and misery of the world in the name of religion, whereas Jesus meant for them to add to mankind's progress and success. So I'm going to stop there, but what we're talking about here is the fact that in the Old Testament you find numerous evidences that it was the intention of the Almighty that we be prosperous, and all people desiring a good life, a life in alignment with divine order, should be prosperous. And that is our spiritual birthright. And that, Jesus continued to teach this teaching to correct any erroneous actions and thought patterns and beliefs that the people would have about their own prosperity, about their right to be rich and wealthy. So if we simply align ourselves to the prosperity mindset, if we have that knowledge and that truth, and we take action every single day towards the right action, the right acts of providing service to others, serving God in others, then we will have that prosperity. Seek ye first the kingdom of Jah, and all else shall be added unto you. This is a teaching that if you go within first, if you build the mindset of success, if you develop and cultivate the inner virtues of a righteous life, of a prosperous life, of a life of service, to your fellow man, to your fellow brother and sister, if you cultivate that within first, all else shall be added unto you. Seek ye first the kingdom within. So, we always talk about mindset. This whole teaching, Jesus is dropping the knowledge on cultivating that inner wealth within first. And as you cultivate your personal development, your mindset, and your inner connection to the divine kingdom of abundance within and without, you will never feel or experience any lack, because you know that you are always being provided for. There is always within reach some substance that you can use to build off of it. All that you need is right within you. So start right now and cultivate the values and the mindset of success and prosperity. Serve others. The more value you give, the more financial return you're going to receive. And not just financial, but you're going to receive good in all ways. So use what you have at hand and prosper. So this is amazing teaching. It all starts within. Basically, seek ye first the kingdom of Jah, and all else shall be added unto you. It's seeking the kingdom within. It's cultivating the mindset, the personal development. And as you do that, as you take action on this mindset, on this consciousness, on this inner wealth, you will start to manifest and materialize the outer equivalence to that inner wealth that you have within. So I hope you enjoyed this prosperity teaching for the day. The millionaire from Nazareth, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, however you want to call him, this is a knowledge that we all need to grasp, because for too long people have been caught up in the negative mindset, in the false teaching of poverty. And look at our world situation. Look at how many people are suffering because of poverty. And it all starts with developing that within first, and you can start to manifest that without. Some of the happiest people in the world, have very little material possessions, right? They are so-called poor, but they have an inner abundance. They live a prosperous life because they have that mindset. It doesn't take a lot of material possessions to be truly rich. This isn't about, being the richest person in the world, materially, and just showing all the stuff that you can have. It's about cultivating that true wealth within, so that you can actually inspire others. You can actually add value, contribute value to other people's lives. You can serve and help people, uplift them. Whether that's, giving them spiritual knowledge, or helping somebody, learn a new skill, helping people start their own business, help them get to their financial freedom, more time freedom. It's all very, very important, but it starts within. It starts with you. You are the gift. You are the secret. So have a wonderful day, my friends. Take action. Follow your dreams. You are the secret of all the wealth, all the gold within you, without you. It's all within, So blessed love, everybody. Peace out. Sakshi Zion. One love.
Shri Krishna.